brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.
Wow. But they deserve a face shot. I didn't say people deserve to die. I said some people deserve a face shot. Face shots don't kill people. Head shot. And I didn't say what type of face shot. I just said face shot. But yeah. Now, punch, elbow, slam on the face. A lot of different face shots. And some people need a face shot to get their fucking mind right. And welcome back to the Lit House. Welcome back to the Lit House. Whatever you do, keep the light within you shining bright. You feel me? Fuck that shit, you get paid, and that's every single motherfucking day. So whatever you do, create a positive impact today and later. You feel me? Yeah, and do it happen. Even if you got a great positive impact. Like in the face, never mind. They always like to twist my words. That's just what bitches love to do. They love to twist and tangle it. But that's when do I give a fuck. Never have. No. And on that note, let's move on. What's next? Oh yeah, it's places like islands in America that you can live for free. I never knew this. Let's go see why, shall we? Let's go check it out, shall we? Let's go see about some of these places or American islands that you may be able to live in for free. Let's go check it out. Come on, let's take a deep dive in. Come on.
There's an island in the Chesapeake Bay that's been American since 1686. Population 400. It's losing 15 feet of land per year.
400 people losing 15 feet of land per year. When did the decline start? When did the decline actually start? Like, hey man, hold on. Like, did it start with like 3 feet? Like, was it like 3 feet every year, and then did it gradually progress? Or was it a mountain? Or is that the water that's rising? Because they said it's losing 15 feet, but is the water getting higher 15? Just have so many questions already. I think I might need to slow it down. 1.5, yeah, let's go to 1.2.
American since 1686. Population 400. It's losing 15.
1686. That probably wasn't even an island there.
There's an island in the Chesapeake Bay that's been American since 1686. Population 400. It's losing 15 feet of land per year. Scientists say it'll be underwater in decades, and homes there still sell for almost nothing. The United States has 18,617 islands. Most Americans can't name 10. This is what they're missing. Abandoned American islands where you can live free. 18,617. That's how many islands exist within U.S. borders and territories. From Arctic Alaska to tropical American Samoa. From the Chesapeake Bay to the open Pacific. Some have millions of people. Some have zero. And some, the ones this video is about, are somewhere in between. They had people. They lost them. The houses are still standing. The land is still there. And the prices are the lowest coastal real estate in America. This video covers 12 forgotten American islands. Some are depopulating. Some are abandoned. Some are held in trust by the government. And some are so remote that the U.S. forgot they were American at all. Each one has a story. Each one has a price. And each one challenges everything you think you know about island living in the United States. This is Mr. Landhunter. Subscribe, we find places nobody talks about. Let's go.
Jenny, we need you to build a spacecraft What's your plan?
It needs to be fast, with blasters, and wings, and balloons.
And you're gonna fly it.
Island number 1, Tangier Island, Virginia. Tangier
know
Island
what?
sits
I bet they're not paying that little girl what she worth for getting all the interest on that motherfucking commercial. Because that little girl needs to leave. If anybody ever watched that bitch pass and the skip button come on. You bitch. I know you motherfucker, but you know what? I hope she gets a whole bunch of money.
in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay, 12 miles from the nearest mainland. Population, roughly 400. It's been inhabited continuously since 1686, when Cornish farmers crossed the Atlantic and Tangier
Where's
Island
it
sits
at?
in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay, 12 miles from the nearest mainland. Population, roughly 4. Tangier Island sits in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay, 12 miles.
In the middle of Chesapeake Bay. There's some more after that. I need a boat. I need a nice little speedy boat. What is this little spot right here? I know this little island. What is this little piece of land right here? This for sale? I want to know what's up with this little piece of land right here. I just feel like this might be a nice little piece of land. I don't know, man. That shit just standing out to me for some reason. That shit really standing out to me for some reason. I think this right here, this little piece of land, I think this is a nice little piece of, I think that's a nice little, the way that this show up on the map, I think that's a nice little couple hundred acres. You know what I'm saying?
From the nearest mainland. Population, roughly 400. It's been inhabited continuously since 1686, when Cornish farmers crossed the Atlantic and settled a marshy strip of land in the largest estuary in North America. For over 300 years, Tangier's people have made their living from the water, crabbing, oystering, fishing. They speak with an accent that linguists have traced back to Restoration-era English, a dialect that exists nowhere else on the planet. There are no chain restaurants, no traffic lights. Transportation is by boat and golf cart. The main road through town is barely wide enough for 2 golf carts to pass. The
No
crab shanties
traffic
lining the
lights.
harbor look like a painting that someone forgot to update since 1950. And Tangier is disappearing. Since 1850, 2/3 of the island's landmass has gone underwater. Erosion and sea level rise are consuming roughly 15 feet of shoreline per year. The upwards of the northern marshland complex that once had homes and berry bushes is predicted to erode entirely by 2100. When that happens, the main town loses its natural buffer from northern storms. Scientists estimate the inhabited portion of Tangier could be uninhabitable within 25 to 50 years. The population dropped 40% between 2012 and 2022. Young people
Damn.
leave for college and don't come back. The vice mayor is 23 years old. The mayor has spent years lobbying Congress for a seawall that would cost a fraction of what Maryland spent rebuilding Poplar Island, an uninhabited island where nobody lives. Homes on Tangier sell for $50,000 to $150,000 on an island surrounded by water in Virginia with crab that was caught 200 feet from your front door. The math is insane. The timeline is real. Tangier Island is simultaneously one of the most beautiful, most culturally unique, and most endangered places in America, and the people who live there are watching the land beneath their feet disappear, one tide at a time. You can visit Tangier by ferry from Crisfield, Maryland, or Reedville, Virginia. The ferry takes about an hour. When you step off the boat, you step into a world that hasn't changed in a century except the edges are shorter than they were last year. The next island is Tangier's neighbor. Same bay, same fate, different state line. Island number 2, Smith Island, Maryland. 10 miles west of Crisfield, Maryland, across the Tangier Sound, sits Smith Island, the last inhabited island in Maryland that's only accessible by boat. 3 communities, Ewell, Tylerton, and Rhodes Point. Combined population in the most recent data, 276 people. Down from 800 in the early 1900s. Down from over 500 in 2000. The trajectory is unmistakable. Smith Island has lost over 3,300 acres of wetlands in the last 150 years. The island is projected to be completely eroded by 2100 if sea levels rise by another foot. A jetty building project completed in 2018 and ongoing dredging efforts represent the island's best chance at survival. But the ocean doesn't negotiate with jetties. The Virginia portion of Smith Island is already uninhabited homes of early settlers, now empty, slowly sinking into the marsh. The Maryland side holds on. What holds it together? Crabbing, community, and cake. Smith Island cake is the official state dessert of Maryland, 8 to 15 thin layers of golden cake with chocolate fudge icing between each one. It's been made here for generations. When you visit Smith Island,
Man, that shit look like a bunch of pancakes stacked. But who the fuck they playing with, man? Man, that's a bunch of pancakes with chocolate slabs on top of them bitches when they stacked up. What? Man, them flapjacks, man. Man, them flapjacks. That's a stack of flapjacks.
community, and cake. Smith Island cake is the official state dessert of Maryland, 8 to 15 thin layers of golden cake with chocolate fudge icing between each one. It's been made here for generations. When you visit Smith Island, someone will offer you a slice within 20 minutes of stepping off the ferry.
They ain't got to worry about that bitch ever going flat. They make a thin layer of pancake. They make a flapjack cake. Stack of flapjack cakes. Man, I'm getting sleepy.
Refusing is technically possible, but culturally unwise. Homes on Smith Island sell for $40,000 to $120,000, some for less. The houses are modest, many on stilts, built for a life oriented toward the water. There are no cars in Tylerton. The community is small enough that golf carts and walking cover everything. Maryland's homestead exemption reduces property tax further, and Smith Island's assessed values are among the lowest in the state. You're looking at annual property tax bills under $300 on most homes. The honest question nobody wants to answer is buying a home on Smith Island a real estate decision or a philosophical one? You're buying a house on an island that may not exist in 75 years. The price reflects that reality. The beauty reflects everything else. Smith Island is not a financial investment. It's a statement, a commitment to a place and a people that the rest of America forgot about while arguing about housing prices on land that isn't disappearing. Next, an island where the community that remains is one of the most culturally significant in the American South, and almost nobody knows it exists. Island number 3, Sapelo Island, Georgia. 60 miles south of Savannah, behind a curtain of salt marsh and tidal creek, sits Sapelo Island, Georgia's 4th largest barrier island, 16,500 acres, and home to one of the last intact Gullah Geechee communities in the United States. Hog Hammock is the name, 434 acres. Population, roughly 40 people, down from over 500 in the 1950s. These are descendants of enslaved West Africans who worked the island's plantations in the 18th and 19th centuries. After emancipation, they stayed. They built a community. They developed their own language, cuisine, spiritual practices, and way of life, the Gullah Geechee culture that has survived on this island for over 200 years. The rest of Sapelo is state-owned, managed by the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. The University of Georgia Marine Institute operates a research station here. The Reynolds Mansion, built by tobacco magnate R.J. Reynolds Jr., who once owned most of the island, stands as a monument to a different era. But Hog Hammock is the story. The community is fighting to survive. Rising property taxes, ironically on land their ancestors worked for free. Limited economic opportunity, no hospital, one small store, and a ferry that runs only twice a day from the Meridian Dock in McIntosh County. Land in Hog Hammock has been in families for generations. Some parcels have been sold to outsiders, a source of tension within the community.
Artlist Studio is here, and it has controls built with video creators in mind, so you can intuitively direct.
Others remain in family trusts, passed down through the complex dynamics of their property law, which leaves many Gullah Geechee landowners without clear title. You cannot buy property on Sapelo without understanding the history. This isn't a vacation home market. It's a community holding onto its cultural identity against the forces of depopulation, development pressure, and the simple erosion of time. But here's why Sapelo belongs on this list. It's an abandoned island in the broader sense, abandoned by the systems that should have protected it. The state owns the land but struggles to support the community. The residents own their homes but can barely afford to stay. And the culture, one of the most important living connections to West African heritage in the Western Hemisphere, is carried by 40 people on a barrier island that most Americans have never heard of. Sapelo is not free to live on in the financial sense. It's free in a different way, free from the noise, the traffic, the modern world's insistence that everything move faster. Getting there requires a ferry reservation. Getting to stay requires something money can't buy, an invitation, now from the Atlantic to the Gulf Coast. The next island has been hit by so many hurricanes it should have quit years ago. It didn't. Island number 4, Grand Isle, Louisiana. Louisiana's only inhabited barrier island. Population, 1,400, 7 miles long. One road in, one road out, Highway 1, which sometimes goes underwater during storm surge because the road itself is barely above sea level. I've covered Grand Isle before on this channel, but it earns a spot on this list because the island has been effectively abandoned and rebuilt multiple times. Katrina in 2005 devastated it. Gustav in 2008 flooded it. Ida in 2021 destroyed much of the housing stock. The BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010 poisoned the fishing grounds that the community depends on. Every time the fishermen came back, they rebuilt the crab traps, they reopened the bait shops, they hosted the International Tarpon Rodeo, the oldest fishing rodeo in the United States, running since 1928, even in years when the island barely looked like it could host a picnic. Homes sell for $80,000 to $150,000. Elevated fishing camps and cottages on stilts designed to let storm surge pass beneath rather than through. The architecture itself is a form of resilience. Louisiana doesn't tax Social Security. The food is the best in America, and Grand Isle sunsets over the Gulf of Mexico are the kind that make you physically stop whatever you're doing and just watch. The risk is real. The hurricanes come back. Insurance is expensive and getting harder to find. FEMA flood maps have been redrawn repeatedly. Living on Grand Isle is a wager that the next storm won't be the last one. But for 1,400 people, it's a wager worth making every single year. Island number 5, Isle de Jean Charles, Louisiana. If Grand Isle is fighting to survive, Ile de Jean Charles is the island that already lost the fight and the evacuation is underway. Ile de Jean Charles sits in Terrebonne Parish, deep in the Louisiana Bayou. In 1955, the island was 22,000 acres. Today, it's roughly 320 acres. That's a 98% loss of land in one lifetime. The island is home to the beloved 300 Louisiana Bayou. In ninth evacuation, If Grand Isle is fighting to survive, Ile de Jean Charles is the island that already lost the fight and the evacuation is underway. Ile de Jean Charles sits in Terrebonne Parish, deep in the Louisiana Bayou. In 1955, the island was 22,000 acres. Today, it's roughly 320 acres. That's a 98% loss of land in one lifetime. The island is home to the Biloxi Chitimacha Choctaw tribe, a Native American community that has lived on this strip of bayou for generations. As the Gulf of Mexico advanced, the canals cut by oil companies channeled saltwater deeper into the marsh, killing vegetation, accelerating erosion, and turning solid ground into open water. In 2016, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development awarded $48 million to relocate the community of Ile de Jean Charles, the first federally funded climate relocation.
This shit got me thinking about Florida. This shit got me thinking, like, if they keep saying Florida gonna be on the war. But not in my lifetime.
In American history, the first community of climate refugees on American soil. The relocation site New Isle was built on higher ground about 40 miles north in Schriever, Louisiana. Some families moved, others refused. As of 2025, a handful of residents still live on Ile de Jean Charles, accessible by a single road that floods regularly and may not be maintained indefinitely. You cannot buy property on Ile de Jean Charles in any conventional sense. The land is tribal, the community is in active relocation, and the island itself may not exist within the decade. But including it on this list is essential, because Ile de Jean Charles is the future that Tangier, Smith Island, Grand Isle, and dozens of other coastal communities are staring at. This is what happens when abandonment isn't a choice. When the land leaves you before you leave the land. Now let's shift to islands where the abandonment is complete and the opportunity is real. Island number...
I'm thinking about people like that. They have cemeteries there, like where the people buried on that land before. Like that's the type of shit I'm thinking about, like on islands. Like you feel me? Like was it a cemetery? Like the cemetery? Like damn. That's what I'm thinking.
Number 6. The minor outlying islands. The United States owns islands that most Americans don't know exist, and some of them have been abandoned for decades. The U.S. minor outlying islands are a collection of 9 tiny territories scattered across the Pacific Ocean and Caribbean Sea. They are officially part of the United States. They are officially uninhabited. And they have some of the most fascinating abandoned histories in American territorial law. Midway Atoll, 1,300 miles northwest of Honolulu. Famous as the site of the Battle of Midway in 1942, the turning point of the Pacific War. After World War II, the Navy maintained a base here with thousands of personnel. The base closed in 1993. Today, Midway is a national wildlife refuge, managed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. The buildings are still there. Barracks, hangars, a theater, a bowling alley. All empty. The only residents are albatrosses. Over 1 million Laysan albatrosses nest here each year, making it the world's largest albatross colony. You can't live on Midway. It's a wildlife refuge. But you can volunteer through the Fish and Wildlife Service, and volunteers have lived on the atoll for months at a time, helping with conservation efforts. Free housing, free meals. On an island in the middle of the Pacific where World War II history sits next to 1 million nesting seabirds. Wake Island, 2,300 miles west of Honolulu.
I cannot volunteer to be around all them goddamn birds. That's a lot of goddamn birds, man. Man, so many birds on that bitch. They just sitting there. Like it's a bird. Like they sitting there like they got their own little nest, like houses, like yeah, their own little section. It's like they evenly spaced out too, man. You don't see this shit? Look at this.
1 million Laysan albatrosses nest here each year, making it the world's largest albatross colony.
What? I cannot live. That shit might be entertaining for a week or two. You know, the birds probably having little shows in the sky and shit. That's around them, the birds, while they talking, like all that noise they make, you'll fuck around and understand birds. Nigga said 1 million birds. Look at these goddamn birds, man. Like, just think about it, bro. If one bird can persuade enough of them bitches to get on your ass, or they got a problem with you and all of them decide to get on your ass, it's nothing you can do. There will literally be nothing you can do with 1 million birds on your ass like bees, man. What? Oh my. And then don't stay in the house and then go in the house thinking you safe in the house with 1 million birds. Man, they coming in there.
You can't live on Midway. It's a wildlife
They gonna
refuge.
find a
But
way
you
in
can
that
volunteer through the Fish and Wildlife Service, and volunteers have lived on the atoll for months at a time, helping with conservation efforts. Free housing, free meals. On an island in the middle of the Pacific where World War II history sits next to 1 million nesting seabirds. Wake Island, 2,300 miles west of Honolulu. Technically an unorganized, unincorporated territory. It was the site of a brutal Japanese siege during World War II and later became a Cold War military installation. Today, approximately 94 military personnel live on Wake Island, operating missile defense systems. Civilian access is essentially non-existent. Elmira Atoll, 1,000 miles south of Hawaii, one of the most pristine marine environments on Earth. Privately owned by the Nature Conservancy, with a research station that hosts scientists studying coral reef ecosystems. Not open to the public, but researchers live there for extended periods. Navassa Island, in the Caribbean, between Jamaica and Haiti. Mined for guano in the 1800s, then abandoned. A lighthouse was built in 1917, automated in 1929, and the island emptied again. It's been a national wildlife refuge since 1999. Haiti also claims it. Nobody lives there. The lighthouse still stands. These islands are the ghost towns of the sea. American flags planted on rocks and coral, then forgotten. The buildings crumble. The wildlife reclaims the land. And the islands wait for what? Nobody is entirely sure. You can't move to any of them. But knowing they exist, knowing that America owns abandoned islands with World War II ruins and million bird colonies and disputed lighthouses is the kind of geographic knowledge that changes how you look at a map. Now back to islands where you can actually live, and where the prices will make you question everything. Island number 7. Then abandoned. A lighthouse was built in 1917, automated in 1929, and the island emptied again. It's been a national wildlife refuge since 1999. Haiti also claims it. Nobody lives there. The lighthouse still stands. These islands are the ghost towns of the sea. American flags planted on rocks and coral, then forgotten. The buildings crumble. The wildlife reclaims the land. And the islands wait for what? Nobody is entirely sure. You can't move to any of them. But knowing they exist, knowing that America owns abandoned islands with World War II ruins and million bird colonies and disputed lighthouses is the kind of geographic knowledge that changes how you look at a map. Now back to islands where you can actually live, and where the prices will make you question everything. Island number 7. Ocracoke Island, North Carolina. Ocracoke is part of the Outer Banks, but it's the part that the tourists don't reach, because getting there requires a ferry. No bridge, no causeway, just water, a boat, and time. The island is 16 miles long. Population, about 770. Accessible by ferry from Hatteras Island. Free, 60 minutes. Or Cedar Island, Shark Swan Quarter. Paid, 2.5 hours. The village of Ocracoke sits at the southern end, a cluster of cottages, seafood restaurants, and one of the most photographed lighthouses in America, the oldest operating lighthouse in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Bob told us that they were going to test the alien craft that night.
I have seen extraterrestrials face to face.
Built 1823. Ocracoke has the same wild horse heritage as the northern Outer Banks banker ponies descended from Spanish Mustangs still live in a protected pen on the island. The beaches are consistently ranked among the best in the country, wide, empty, backed by dunes, with surf that draws surfers from across the East Coast. Homes on Ocracoke range from $200,000 to $500,000, depending on size and proximity to the water. Not cheap by rural standards, but by island standards, particularly an island this beautiful, it's remarkably accessible. Smaller cottages and fixer-uppers dip below $200,000. And the vacation rental market is strong enough that, like Hatteras, summer rentals can offset or cover your annual carrying. Dunes, with surf that draws surfers from across the East Coast. Heritage as the northern Outer Banks banker ponies descended from Spanish Mustangs still live in a protected pen on the island. The beaches are consistently ranked among the best in the country, wide, empty, backed by dunes, with surf that draws surfers from across the East Coast. Homes on Ocracoke range from $200,000 to $500,000, depending on size and proximity to the water. Not cheap by rural standards, but by island standards, particularly an island this beautiful, it's remarkably accessible. Smaller cottages and fixer-uppers dip below $200,000. And the vacation rental market is strong enough that, like Hatteras, summer rentals can offset or cover your annual carrying costs. North Carolina doesn't tax Social Security. Property taxes on Ocracoke are modest, and the community isolated by water, connected by ferries, built around fishing and tourism, has a character that the bridge-connected Outer Banks lost decades ago. Ocracoke isn't abandoned, it's overlooked. Most Outer Banks tourists stay on the northern islands where the bridge makes access easy. They never take the ferry south. They never see Ocracoke's empty beaches, the lighthouse at sunset, or the village where golf carts outnumber cars, and the biggest traffic jam is 3 pickup trucks waiting for a neighbor's dog to cross the road. That's not abandonment. That's protection by inconvenience. And it's the best thing that ever happened to Ocracoke. Island number 8, Dauphin Island, Alabama. Off the coast of Mobile, Alabama, at the mouth of Mobile Bay, sits Dauphin Island, a 14-mile barrier island with a split personality. The eastern end is developed vacation homes, a public beach, a small community of year-round residents. The western end is the Bon Secours National Wildlife Refuge, 7,000 acres of undeveloped beach dune and maritime forest. The contrast between the two halves is stark. Walk east and you're in a beach town. Walk west and you're on an uninhabited barrier island where the only footprints in the sand might be yours. Population, roughly 1,200 year-round residents. Median home prices on the affordable end of the island dip to $150,000 to $250,000. Some storm-damaged properties sell for less. Alabama's property tax rate is the second lowest in the nation at 0.41%. And Alabama doesn't tax Social Security. Dauphin Island has been hit by hurricanes Ivan, Katrina, Sally, and the western end has been breached multiple times, temporarily turning the island into 2 islands. The ongoing debate about whether to rebuild the breached sections or let nature take its course is one of the defining conflicts of barrier island management in America. For birders, Dauphin Island is legendary. It sits on the Gulf Coast Flyway, and every spring, exhausted migratory birds make landfall here after crossing the Gulf of Mexico. During peak migration, the Audubon Bird Sanctuary on the island is one of the best birding spots in North America. Cheap homes, low taxes, free beaches, world-class birding, and a wildlife refuge that makes half the island feel like it was abandoned by humans and reclaimed by nature because it was.
So these islands you could live in, right? You don't really want to live though.
Island number 9, St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. I've covered St. Croix in detail on this channel before, but its inclusion here.
St. Croix. St. Croix.
Here is about 9, a wildlife refuge that makes half the island feel like it was abandoned by humans and reclaimed by nature because it was. Island number 9, St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. I've covered St. Croix in detail on this channel before, but its inclusion here is about a specific phenomenon, the quiet abandonment of the island's economy. St. Croix's population has been declining for decades, from over 62,000 in 2000 to roughly 41,000 in the most recent estimates. The Hovensa oil refinery, once the largest employer on the island, shut down in 2012, eliminating thousands of jobs and sending a shock through the local economy that it still hasn't recovered from. Entire neighborhoods have vacant homes. Commercial buildings sit empty along Christiansted's waterfront. The infrastructure shows the wear of hurricanes Maria and Irma in 2017, which devastated the territory. And yet, the land is stunning. The water is Caribbean turquoise.
No bullshit. Nigga might need to look into St. Croix, man. St. Croix can be brought back.
The coral reefs are accessible from shore. The Danish colonial architecture is gorgeous, and the property prices reflect the population decline, not the natural beauty. Vacant land starts at $40,000. Homes range from $150,000 to $300,000. Property tax, 0.38% of purchase price. No state income tax, no sales tax. The USVI's tax structure is one of the most favorable under the American flag. St. Croix isn't abandoned, but it's emptying. And the gap between what the island is worth in beauty, in location, in livability, and what the market charges for it is the widest of any American island I've found. Island number 10, Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands.
Hold on. St. Croix might be the lit, y'all. St. Croix might be the lit, my people. St. Croix might be the island. We've been looking. St. Croix may be the next destination on a mission of hustlers on a mission every day. The great island of St. Croix. People are leaving, abandoning houses, abandoning land. They need to look into some laws and some rights. They could probably come up on a nice little 6-bedroom mansion or some shit.
Saipan's tourism industry collapsed. Visitor arrivals 10. Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands. Saipan's tourism industry collapsed. Visitor arrivals to the Northern Mariana Islands dropped 27% year over year in early 2025. The Tinian Dynasty Hotel and Casino, once the island's economic anchor, was fined $75 million for failing to report suspicious transactions and effectively shuttered. The garment industry that once employed thousands left decades ago. The result, a tropical Pacific island with Guinness World Record perfect weather, world-class diving, pristine beaches, and a shrinking economy that has pushed property costs to
Guinness World Record winning weather. What? How the fuck you even do that? What's that? It's a world record for best weather, like year round.
Mariana Islands dropped 27% year over year in early 2025. The Tinian Dynasty Hotel and Casino, once the island's economic anchor, was fined $75 million for failing to report suspicious transactions and effectively shuttered. The garment industry that once employed thousands left decades ago. The result, a tropical Pacific island with Guinness World Record perfect weather, world-class diving, pristine beaches, and a shrinking economy that has pushed property costs to some of the lowest in the Pacific. Land plots on Saipan, $10,000 to $17,000. Rent, $500 to $1,000 a month. No passport needed. US dollars, American soil. Saipan isn't abandoned, but its economy has been. The people who remain are Chamorro and Carolinian communities with deep generational ties to the land and a tourism infrastructure that was built for a volume of visitors that no longer arrives. For remote workers, Saipan offers 84 degrees Fahrenheit every day. The grotto, Managaha Island, and World War II history that most Americans have never encountered, all at prices that would be laughable for any comparable tropical destination. The catch, 55-year land leases for non-residents, limited healthcare, genuine remoteness. The opportunity, a Pacific 55-year land never encountered all at prices that would be laughable for any comparable tropical destination. The catch, 55-year land leases for non-residents.
55-year land leases for non-residents. What? Huh? 55-year land? What the fuck? What y'all talking about?
Limited healthcare, genuine remoteness. The opportunity, a Pacific Island paradise where the tourist economy collapsed and the prices collapsed with it. The beauty didn't.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Island number 11, Ofu, American Samoa. The most beautiful beach in the United States. On an island with no hotel, no restaurant, and about 170 people. Ofu Beach is part of the National Park of American Samoa. The core.
No hotel, no restaurant. The population is 170 people. I can understand why it ain't neither one of those things. Why the fuck do you need that shit? My thing is, I want to do the town that had 84 people. Crazy. Did that bitch have a restaurant though? The little small town with 84 people employed.
No restaurant and about 170 people. Ofu Beach is part of the National Park of American Samoa. The coral reef here is so healthy that marine biologists use it as the baseline for what healthy reefs are supposed to look like. The water is warm. The sand is white. The fish have never learned to be afraid of humans because so few humans come here. Getting to Ofu requires flying to Honolulu, then Pago Pago, then a small inter-island flight that runs on it. Two humans to look like. The water is warm. The sand is white. The fish have never learned to be afraid of humans because so few humans come here. Getting to Ofu requires flying to Honolulu, then Pago Pago, then a small inter-island flight that runs on its own schedule. Accommodations are village homestays. There's nothing commercial about Ofu, nothing marketed, nothing branded, just an island, a reef, and silence. You can't buy land in American Samoa without being at least 50% Samoan by blood. 96% of the territory is communal. The people chose to remain U.S. nationals, not full citizens specifically to protect their land laws from being overturned. Ofu isn't abandoned, it's protected. By culture, by law, and by the simple fact that almost nobody knows how to get there. And maybe that's why it's still beautiful. Island number 12, the Great Lakes, Ghost Islands. Finally, a category most people don't associate with islands at all. The Great Lakes. The Great Lakes contain over 35,000 islands. Many are uninhabited.
What?
Some were once thriving communities, fishing villages, lumber camps, resort towns that were abandoned as industries changed and populations shifted. South Manitou Island, Michigan, part of Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore, once home to farms, a Coast Guard station, and a small community, abandoned by permanent residents in the mid-20th century. Today, the island is National Park Service land. You can camp there ferry access from Leland, Michigan. Abandoned farm buildings, a lighthouse, and a virgin cedar forest with trees over 500 years old. Camping is free with a backcountry permit. North Manitou Island, Michigan, same National Lakeshore. Larger, wilder, and even more abandoned. The island was logged heavily in the 1800s, farmed, then gradually emptied. The NPS manages it as wilderness. No maintained trails, no facilities beyond a ranger station. You ferry in, hike to a campsite, and you're alone on an island in Lake Michigan with nothing but forest, sand dunes, and the sound of water. Charity Island, Michigan. In Saginaw Bay, Lake Huron, once a busy fishing community, now uninhabited except for a restored lighthouse and seasonal caretaker. Tour boats visit occasionally. The abandoned buildings and empty docks tell the story of a community that the modern economy left behind. Apostle Islands, Wisconsin. 21 islands in Lake Superior, managed as a national lakeshore. Several have abandoned settlements, former brownstone quarries, fishing camps, and lighthouses. Sea caves along the shoreline are accessible by kayak. Some islands allow backcountry camping. The combination of abandoned history and pristine wilderness makes the Apostle Islands one of the most underrated destinations in the entire national park system. The Great Lakes Ghost Islands share a pattern. Industry came, industry left, nature reclaimed. What remains are forests growing through the foundations of farmhouses, lighthouses standing watch over empty harbors, and beaches that nobody has walked on in decades. You can't buy property on most of these islands, they're federally managed. But you can camp on them. For free, or nearly free. On islands in the middle of freshwater seas, surrounded by nothing but water and the ghosts of communities that used to call them home. 12 islands, some disappearing, some depopulating, some abandoned entirely, and all of them telling the same story in different languages. Islands are the canaries in the coal mine of America's relationship with the land. They're the first places to lose population when economies shift. the first places to lose land when the climate shifts, and the last places anyone in power bothers to protect. Tangier Island has 400 people and needs a seawall. Congress debates it while Poplar Island, where nobody lives, gets $700 million in restoration funds. Ile de Jean Charles became the first climate refugee community in American history, and most Americans have never heard the name. Sapelo Island's Gullah Geechee community is one of the most culturally significant populations in the American South, and it's carried by 40 people on a barrier island the rest of the country ignores. These islands aren't abandoned because they're worthless. They're abandoned because America stopped paying attention. The beauty is still there. The history is still there. The land, what's left of it, is still there. And the prices? $50,000 for a home on Tangier, $40,000 for a lot on St. Croix, $10,000 for land on Saipan, free camping on islands in the Great Lakes in the Pacific where World War II ruins sit beside albatross colonies. The question isn't whether these islands are worth living on. It's whether anyone will be left to live on them. The United States has 18,617 islands, and the ones disappearing fastest are the ones with the best stories, the deepest history, and the lowest prices. This video isn't just about cheap real estate. It's about what America loses when it forgets about the places that are hardest to reach. The communities that don't have marketing budgets. The islands that don't have bridges. Subscribe to Mr. Landhunter. Every week we find the places America forgot about. The cheap ones. The beautiful ones. The ones sinking into the sea while the rest of the country argues about housing prices on solid ground. Share this video with someone who doesn't know Tangier Island exists. With someone who's never heard of the Gullah Geechee community on Sapelo. With someone who doesn't realize that America owns abandoned islands in the middle of the Pacific with World War II bowling alleys and a million nesting albatrosses. Drop a comment which island hit you the hardest. And if you've been to any of these, tell us what it felt like to stand on land that the rest of America has forgotten. Until next time, keep hunting.
Hell no, I'm getting a cold or something. This shit crazy. I ain't been sick for real in 2 years. I mean, I gotta get rid of this shit in 2 days. What, DJ Academics reveals
At University of Phoenix, your tuition rate is locked in from the day you enroll until you graduate, so you always know what to expect.
Yep.
DJ, we're leaving.
Is my old spice in there?
I think I'm gonna stay.
Oh, the copyright strikes. Trying to do it to us all, man. Knew that shit was gonna happen. I ain't even get to dump the fucking shit out of that shit for that. That shit crazy. The man them filming.
Give you guys a story. The story is bananas. The story is bananas, right? The story is about a influencer who basically was beefing with another influencer over a dude, allegedly. Now, I know this is some UK shit. This ain't Love Island either. But they're saying that influencer Claudia, and this is her right here, she was actually supposedly murdered. And shout out to my dude Castillo. I seen he put RP on her page this morning. Apparently she was killed after a huge brawl, like kind of like outside the club. And I've been to this area of like London.
Damn.
It's like the Mayfair area. It's like really like a posh type of place. But you know, I ain't gonna lie, there's too much Negroes over there. Like when I was watching the video, you won't see the video. She starts getting into a fisticuffs with this woman, and the woman's also the other influencers. So it's basically two Instagram chicks. They're fighting. Allegedly, they've had issues over a dude. And you know, the other girl that was fighting her previously had posted something saying, I don't know why people get into beefs with me because I'm not right in the head. She says, when I see you and I do what I do, they're going to put me, I'm not going to jail. They put me in a mental facility. I'm going to be in a mental hospital. You just going to be in a hospital. Chat, I couldn't make this up. I don't know if it's on here. Yes. She says, people, so the other one is, so this is the other girl right here. Right here. Bingo. So they're fighting, you know, it's always a fight over some penis, right? She said, people shouldn't trouble mad people. Now, mad people just means a crazy girl. People shouldn't trouble mad people. Because when I hurt you for provoking me, I won't be going to jail. I'll be going to the hospital around the way from where I'm going to put you. Ironically, she posts this. She's going 82. She's going 82. Look like she's speeding to somewhere. And she's also in the same car that supposedly she commits essentially the homicide with. I'm going to go back and kind of show it. So this is her outside. And the arguments start. Now, I need you guys to see, like, one's taking off their shoes. You know, the classic
All that.
Zeus baddies clap, like let's get it on. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Anytime I see
shit.
girls start going like that, that's your DMX. Let's get it on. All right.
We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck.
They're squabbling now. Bumbo plot. All right. So it's a bunch of squabbling happening. And apparently she gets in her car and literally drives over the woman.
No.
And it's not like she just hit the person with the car. She drove over her body. She hits her, she falls, she drives over her body and reversed. And yeah, the woman was arrested on the scene. Remember, these are Instagram chicks. These are Instagram chicks, but they're fighting, supposedly penis. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. I'll try to find. Her name is Riel, and the other girl name is
That's fucked up.
yeah, and Chloya. So Riel and Chloya.
She ran over her and backed up over her.
Yeah. Now, apparently, and this is the interesting part. So they're fighting, scrapping, and it's one of those things where, like, chat, I learned my lesson. I remember when, there was some girls trying to jump my girlfriend at the time back at Komodo. What I learned is that when girls are fighting, stay the fuck away. When I was trying to break up a fight, it went on TMZ like I was beating the chicks. You know what I mean? Like, as a guy, I hate seeing women fight. I really think it's like unbecoming. Like, come on, cut it out. Like, I don't want to watch out, just grab each other hair and just do some stupid shit. Like, that's just not entertaining. Stop it. And yeah, also when you're with the girl, like, to me, I've always told any girl I'm with,
she fighting us.
I don't want to date fighters. Okay, I don't want to date no bitch who thinks she got to go squabble it out. Like, no, to me it's disgusting. Anyway, I learned my lesson because after everybody was unwilling to understand that I was breaking up the fight, and I was trying to talk some sense to my chick. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up with this. Like, you ain't about to fight out here. Like, nigga, you with me? Like, what's up? Anyway, I've learned just step to the side. Like, let them bitches fight on some Puff Daddy shit. Remember when Puff Daddy said, "I'll make it a bed"? Let them bitches fight. Or Babs Bunny actually said that, "I'll make it a bed." Let them fight. And I don't like that, but shit, after what I've been through, I'm gonna let them fight. But in reality, I do believe that the men here should have stepped in. These are two bitches that's fighting. Like, they're weak as shit. Just grab one up, grab the other one up, and separate them. Watching two chicks like just do dumb shit, it's like I look at the men here and I feel like they failed. If y'all are men, why are you letting two bitches fight? Like in front of y'all? How is this amusing? Right? But we live in this baddies culture where women love to fight and shit like that. Like, men, we understand the dangers of men fighting. Fighting only goes so far. Niggas start shooting this and third. But with women, usually the only thing that happens is a bunch of hair get pulled and bitches just need new weave. Well, this didn't turn out too good. After the fighting continued, the men are just acting like they're all idiots. They could have easily broke it up, but all the men are just kind of standing around, right? Apparently, one of the girls, the Riel girl, was trying to get, this is the car right here. She's trying to get in her car. And I'm not too sure if it's premeditated, but it looked like it was. Like, she was like, yo, I'm gonna get in this car and fucking, drive over her. You'll see initially she's trying to get in the car. And somebody pushes the door to make sure she doesn't get in there. Okay? So somebody pushes the door to make sure she doesn't get in there. Now she gets into her car finally. See, she finally gets in the car, and everybody and the girl goes in front of her. The girl that was fighting her. Now, I think some people thought, okay, she's gonna like try to leave or whatever, but you can hear somebody say, yo, she's gonna run her over. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see right here.
She's stupid.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But getting in the...
She took too long to get the fuck from in front of their car. Why the fuck did you take so long to get your ass from in front of that car?
The girl is kind of clearing the car at that point, right? So the one, this one right here, she's clearing the car while the car is about to move. And clearly this person in the car turns the wheel towards where she's going to pretty much intentionally run her.
She supposed to have been sitting on that bitch. She supposed to have been on top of that bitch. She gonna run who over? She supposed to have heard that and sat on that car. She tripping. Not gonna lie, man. That's why these bitches don't need to be in situations like this. They ain't got no critical thinking skills. You ain't smart enough to see, like, oh my God, why you walking all the way across the other way? First of all, you on this side. You could have just easily came back this way, not been in front of the, you know what I'm saying? Came back this way, over there, went by her door. She can't run over you. You right by her door. You in front of the car. And then you
run her over, right? Look, because she's clearing the car right now, right? She's clearing the car. So if you were just driving straight or you were trying to keep it on the road, but she turns into her. And she turns into her. The girl foot like gets caught underneath, so she falls to the ground. And I wish I could find there's an edited version of this, but she essentially runs her over. She runs her over. this guy in the back right here who was getting his bicycle, he gets hit as well. So she just rams into the shit, running the girl over, look, and then hitting this guy. No fucking, and I'm gonna just take that off for now. But the girl was basically ran over by the vehicle, and then the car backed up, and her lifeless body is there. Apparently, she didn't die instantly. She was actually taken to the hospital in critical condition, but she did later die, supposedly at the hospital. This guy actually explains it pretty good. Check this out.
So there was this girl called Riel, 360,000 followers on Instagram. Look.
Listen, man, anytime you see chicks with these amount of followers, these are hoes. These are like just hoes, badly built hoes that's just like, just sucking the flavor of penis for the week, man. It's crazy when we talk about these chicks being influencers. They're not no fucking influencer, you know what I mean? Like, they're beefing over dick. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing a bunch of shit, right? So much she got a hair business. Cut it out.
About to launch a hair business, but Riel has just ruined her life. And another girl called Claudia's life, and an innocent bystander who just happened to be at the scene of Riel's alleged premeditated crash out. Let me give you guys some context. So there was two girls, Riel, Claudia, and they seem to be having a problem with each other, allegedly over a mystery man. And it seems that things behind the scenes between them started to get very, very intense. And Riel allegedly posted this on her Snapchat, basically saying, people need to stop provoking me, because if I do something about it, I'm not going to prison. They'll put me in a psych hospital, and it won't be far away from where I'll put you. Basically saying, this little altercation we're having, it could go from words to action. Some time passed, and the two girls were in one of the most exclusive clubs in Mayfair. And the details get a bit blurry from here, but a physical altercation breaks out. You have Riel over here clapping, and other girls being held back from Riel. Then you see Riel walking over to her car. She opens the door, and luckily someone restrains her from getting into the car. The altercation is intense. You can see this girl trying to stop Riel from getting into her car, and another girl in the red dress helping the other girl to stop Riel from.
Yo, you know what's funny too? Did I ever tell you, and I hate to kind of break this up to kind of bring up, I guess I always put a little bit of my situation into everything, but that's how I learned my lesson. Next time, in the words of, I don't know who said it, man, let them hoes fight, man. Fuck that shit, man. Academics. I don't know where we can find. Okay. This is what it was, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, this was it, right? So did I ever explain this to y'all? Yeah, I'm the prize moment. Did I ever explain it? Never explained this to y'all? Damn, I was fat as fuck. Have I? I did, right? Okay. I'll just give a real quick thing. And that's another thing that, I realized I just couldn't win. So, Shorty she was very, jealous and stuff like that. Like, she never went out with me a lot, or she never been with me, in Miami. So, if I'm around where I live at, I'm around white people, bro, Indian people. They're not academics. But, if I go to New York, or if I go to Philly, or if I definitely Miami, it's yo, shit, act. So anyway, I'm at this fucking place. Burna Boy was about to show up. I guess Burna Boy was mad late. For whatever reason, DJ sees me there, and he just shout me out like I'm the big nigga. Was shouting me out like I was Trey Songz in the bill, yo, Ak is in it. So all the bitches now is just kind of looking around where's Academics at? So they all start, when they kind of they start throwing they start fucking putting the spotlight on me. So now people are coming up for pictures. My shorty's getting a little jealous and shit. Damn. I mean, the girl's saying some dumb shit girl showing, a girl taking a picture with you, or it's. I don't know, girls do whatever. So she's like, yo, are you getting these bitches' numbers in front of me? I'm like, yo, bro, these are fans, gang. What are you talking about? So that's what I'm on with it. But also, this is the thing about Ratchetivity. So now we're outside the shit. We're about to leave. And then she kind of get a little bit, she's mad at me because she's like, yo, you sound like you bagging bitches in front. I'm like, yo, no, these chicks just know me. Miami has a bunch of tourist people there. So they come there, and no matter who they see, like, oh, shit, let's get a picture or some shit like that. She think I'm bagging all these chicks. And also it's Miami. So these bitches is bad. Yo, don't bring a girl to Miami. Anyway, so what happened is this chick right here, this chick with the red hair, she was actually with us. Nigga, she was with us because we just came from Fresh and Fit. She's with us, and she's watching how my chick is moving. So, I remember she was just pointing, black chicks, well, she's half black, half white. She started getting on this pointing shit, I know you're not about to da-da-da. I'm like, oh my God. So this chick, she just swings on my chick while she's arguing with me. So really, this chick was trying to stick up for me. So she swings on her. But now it's gang, you can't swing on my girlfriend. It does not work like that, right? What pussy am I gonna get tonight when I'm yeah, that other bitch knocked you the fuck out. Let's put some ice on your fucking
what
head
fuck you
while
mean?
I try to fuck you. No,
what you talking about? What you take the one that was defending your armor because she gonna pop off for you. You switch them out. You put one on the bench and you sub the other one in the game. She wanted to get choked. She was showing her loyalty. She was proving her loyalty, man. She was proving herself to the squad. She was showing you was fucking with the wrong bitch because she gonna pop. That's the bitch. You want the bitch that's gonna pop off for you, not the bitch that's gonna pop off against you. You know what I'm saying? That's the bitch that's gonna hate on you. You feel me? That's what like Act didn't get it. I don't think Act. I don't think Act realized. I don't think Act realized what was going on right there. She wasn't only just standing up and sticking up for you, what was right. She was putting her bid in. She was down, so putting her bid in. Man, hold on, where my other lighter at, bro? This shit gonna blow me. I ain't gonna lie. I just had a lighter, man. I be losing lighters like I be losing my damn mind. All the damn time. All the motherfucking time. Bitch. Bruh, I don't. This shit is depressing.
She gonna get you like, you a bitch ass nigga. You had a bitch knock me out. So she swings on her, and I'm like, what? And then she had two people with her. She had two other chicks. Like, yo, Fresh and Fit be getting the most ghetto bitches from like motherfucking Broward County, nigga. They got like gold teeth, all type of shit, nigga. The two other ratchets that's with her jump in, and they're about to jump my girl. Keep in mind, they're swinging on her for her disrespecting me in public, which already is like, I think they're looking at like, you know, he can't put hands on you, but nigga, we'll get you in line, nigga. But nigga, you gonna fuck up my whole pussy, nigga, by doing that. So I'm like, what the fuck? She's ready to.
Shit, man. It sounded like you had three other ones you could have just subbed in. What? Why are you worried about that? He must have really cared about her. That must have been his heart. He must have really loved that bitch. He must have really loved that bitch. A bitch trying me like that in public. Hey man. If she don't get subbed out, these other ones still getting put on the team. even if she don't get subbed out, these other ones still getting put on the team because I like how they move. I respect that. Oh yeah, I fuck with y'all along with it. Y'all gonna defend my own what? Yeah, with that shit. All the way. Yeah, y'all come with me. Yeah, well, I know y'all gonna bump. Y'all gonna pop off before I even say it's okay to. Y'all gonna handle the business with them hoes. That's the type of bitch that gonna help you fight niggas if you get jumped.
Ready to fight. You know what I mean? She from VA, so she's like, all right, what's up? Yo, what's up? I don't give a fuck how big you are. I'm looking over. They've now formed like, all right, what's up? On that. So I'm like, what the fuck? She's ready. But nigga, you gonna fuck up my whole pussy, nigga, by doing that. So I'm like, what the fuck? She's ready to fight. You know what I mean? She from VA, so she's like, all right, what's up? Yo, what's up? I don't give a fuck how big you are. I'm looking over. They've now formed like Voltron. It's three bitches versus my chick. Now, I'm Jamaican. I'm not into watching a bunch of chicks fight. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like, and that was the thing. If I was gonna get active, I would have chokeslammed the other chicks. Y'all not about to fight. I'm a dude. I'm not about to let y'all fight my chick. What we doing there? Like, what? So anyway, I'm there, but I'm trying to tell her to calm down because she's trying to like, oh no, she just hit me. They get into it again, so they run around like me. I'm just thinking, I bought this chick a fucking Louis Vuitton bag. So when I seen that on the ground, I see one of the other chicks. I'm like, hold on, I bought that bag. Hold on, that's my $8,000. Give me that. Anyway, so they're kind of getting into it. So it's 1v3, my chick versus three of them. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't never ever said this part. This chick right here says, that's when I started wilding out, like OD wilding out. She was like, yo, give me my gun. This is how you know you're in Florida. Bitches just saying, give me my gun. Like,
yeah.
So that's when I ain't gonna lie, I'm just making my head just turned. I'm like, all right, I'm finna make the scene now. Fuck it. Everybody gonna know, nigga, there's only one big dog up in the bitch. So I ain't gonna lie, I made the scene afterwards. The cops came, they put her in cuffs, my chick in cuffs, and basically, like, you know, they let him out. Neither of them were gonna press charge on each other. And brought her ass home. And by the next day, this chick leaked the video. I'm like, why would you leak the video, gang? She was like, yo, what's up? What's the problem? I'm like, whatever, man. Anyway. So I guess that's my thing on girls fighting. So me, I wasn't letting it happen. I wasn't, but in reality, after my ass was on TMZ and every female blog was saying I was beating a chick up, I should just let them bitches fight. But you see what happened when you let them fight? They kill each other.
Other girls being held back from Riel. Then you see Riel walking over to her car. She opens the door, and luckily someone restrains her.
That's
from
why you
getting
don't need
into
to
the
let
car.
them fight.
The altercation is intense. You can see this girl trying to stop Riel from getting into her car, and another girl in the red dress helping the other girl to stop Riel from getting into her car. Then they're all being restrained, and it seemed that somehow Riel got loose, and she runs over to her car. And with the footage we've seen, this is the first time we see Claudia, and it seemed like Claudia was trying to get onto the pavement because she thought Riel
trying to
was
sidestep.
going to drive away. But the video shows Riel turning into Claudia and an innocent bystander that was just trying to get his bike. Claudia was left in critical condition. The innocent bystander was left with life-changing injuries. And another person was caught in this collision. They had minor injuries. To make things worse, after Riel had done this, the video shows her getting out of the car, standing over Claudia to shout more things at her and even get more physical to the point where someone had to restrain her. She stood over the innocent bystander and Claudia. Riel was arrested at the scene and she's facing some serious charges. Now, I think it's important to remember.
Nah, so they charge her with attempted murder. They charge her with attempted murder, but I think
But
so. They
she
charge her with
died,
attempted
so
murder.
now
But
it's
in
murder.
reality, the woman just died.
Vehicular-
So
Vehicular homicide is murder.
Yeah.
Vehicular homicide.
yeah, apparently everyone's saying that she died.
Premeditated too. It's gonna be premeditated.
Tom Ogle drove
Premeditated vehicular homicide because the bitch thought about it and they stopped her one time before she even got in there to do that shit. It's gonna be premeditated. She might get the fucking shove. She talking about mental hospital, bitch. She might get lethal injection. You might get the death penalty, bitch. I don't even know where she is. What is 7? This happened in the UK. They probably don't got the death penalty. This happened in the UK. Over here, her ass would have got death penalty. I know that shit. Does the UK have the death penalty?
No, the UK does not have the death penalty. It was fully abolished for all crimes in 1998.
1998. See? She won't get the death penalty, but her ass enough for life. She ain't, boy, what? It wasn't worth it. That shit crazy. Over what? What was the argument about? Like, oh my God. For real? That girl was so pretty. That's so fucked up.
And change the form.
The nigga asked me, he said, "You fuck my girl?" I said, "Bro, I did not fuck your girl." I don't like being in her business. He said, "Why you run out this house?" I said, "Sir, at the end of the day, I can show you my ID. I'm 20. Your wife is 28. I'm not fucking your wife, bro. I'm here, chilling here, bro. A grown ass man walks in the crib, shuts the door behind him, and say, "You cooking salmon?" Bro, she look at this nigga. She look like this. Like she laughed. I look at the nigga, put two and two together. I keep my face this way so he can't see it. I'm looking at her like, "Yo, are you serious?" He walks in the kitchen and he say, "Who's this?" I put my best straight face on. My man looking like this. That's my I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. I throw this man right on. Nobody can tell what I think. I threw that right on. The inside, I'm like, "Is the fit perfect?" She said, "That's my friend." She tried to say it nonchalantly, like it me. He looks at me up and down. We're friends. Look back at her. This is my friend. He goes to my old school. He came over and he's going to be joining us for dinner. So I'm like, huh? Now, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, I'm not staying out. So I go kind of to the couch to grab my jacket a little bit. And he said, "You leaving, man? Already?" Don't let me find out it's not a friend. I said, "Oh, no, I'm going to get my list tax." grab my lunch snacks, go back in the kitchen. I said, yo, what we got with the salmon? What's the size? So Pete, the nigga go upstairs. I'm like, yo, I'm out. She said, I'm gonna get fucked up. I said, bro, I can't stay. You both gonna get fucked up. Fuck you. So the kid's just looking and quiet, bro. Her kid's so fucking smart. And then the daughter say, Mom, who's this? And she said, it's my friend. I told you it's my friend. She said, not your friend. So I'm like, nah, it's getting high. I set a timer so I can stay for 20 minutes. So I sit there on the couch. Wait. I put my jacket on. He come downstairs. Don't. Who's this? Who's man? Now, it seems like you think Memphis Cats are the ones that crash boats. Now let's keep it real. You think they the one over Atlanta? Hell, they might be even over Chicago. You think we slow or something, bro? You think we slow, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Bro, come on, bro. Come on a level like this, bro. Crash dummies out there. Sorry, bro. He's out there, man. It's not lately. Look, it's Crash Dummy Central, and even Gucci made a song called Crash Dummy. Yeah, like, that's crazy right there, bro. It's a trash record. Nah, ain't no crazy though. Keep it like this. You in the South, bro. You know how many people in the South, bro. Like, it ain't too many kids that can really juggle with me. Got a lot of Crash Dummies out there. Sorry, man. He's out there, man. It's not lately. Look, it's Crash Dummy Central, and even Gucci made a song called Crash Dummy. Yeah, like, that's crazy right there, bro. It's a trash record. Nah, ain't no crazy though, bro. In so many words. Who's like this? Spoon fed. Let's kick the wood. Spoon fed that jumped off the porch, though. Spoon fed from the street. They really had worked his position to take it to another position. So is that real? The shoe salesman. Is that real? That's what they be saying. You in the South, bro. You know how Memphis is in the South, bro. Like it ain't too many kids that can really juggle with Memphis kids.
They got a lot of Crash Dummies out there. Sorry, Memphis. They got Crash Dummies out there, man. It's a lot. Lately, look, it's Crash Dummy Central, and even Gucci made a song called Crash.
Damn, Gucci, like that's crazy right there, bro.
Still a trash record,
nah, ain't no crazy though, bro. Go on this. In so many words, can be real. Pooh Shiesty is
spoon fed. Let's kick it up. Spoon
fed.
Spoon fed that jumped off the porch, though.
A spoon fed from the streets that really worked his position to take it to another position. I can't knock that door.
So is that real?
I can't knock that door.
He just popped a shoe salesman. Is that real? That's what they be saying.
But see,
He
you
just
ain't
popped
from
a shoe
Memphis, so you
salesman.
don't understand how it go, bro. Like, just cause you ain't from Memphis, though, you wouldn't even understand how it go. Even for on his level, he bigger than everybody else on the outside of the world because he really from the streets and he really from that culture.
Juicy J. Juicy J. He basically was spoon fed. He was basically put on by all them cats in 3-6 Mafia. Then he got soured. I'm going back to that. Then he had to go move out of Memphis and go back to those Pittsburgh boys, I said.
Bro, I just told you, fool, before the interview came on, bro. With Praise the Boy, them fool.
Well, that ain't gonna do nothing with that,
Nah,
bro.
bro, I'm just saying, bro, like, this is behind the table type of shit.
What?
Bro, dog, I with dogs to the max, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I with Juicy J, hard out for a pimp. We just had Phrase Boy kind of on love, bro.
This man right here, let's keep it real. This man right here, let's keep it real.
Dog.
Let's keep it real.
All the real one we done lost. That's all the real
He
one.
tricked himself out of spot, man.
Trick this, bro. Come on, man. Look.
Let's keep
it
it
real.
real.
All that tricking, bro. We don't need tricks like.
No, he didn't. That man crazy. I see why Buddy took off on his ass. I ain't hear that part. He did what?
Pure soul, purest it could possibly be here. I mean, smart, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful heart, the pure soul, the purest it could possibly be here on earth. I mean,
Like
Penny Hardaway tried to call that man on the phone. Say, hey, pass that up. What he shut the fuck up. Hung up on him. Penny Hardaway, a Memphis legend. Tried to bring them together doing the basketball world. I thought it might have been Zebo or something. When I heard that, I said, damn, Dolph, it made me look at you a little different, man. Cause it's just like he could have stopped himself from dying.
Bro, come on, bro. Bro, damn, bro. Why is you ain't coming on a level like that, bro? Like, it don't even matter, bro. We from Memphis, bro. And these folks coming at me about Stangy, stay out of the way, about Memphis being. I am Memphis, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Texas ain't even like that. You know, they like that, but they ain't even like just like that because we been doing our thing.
Now everybody's starting to seem like, you think Memphis cats are the ones that crash the most? Now let's just keep it real. You think they the ones over Atlanta? Hell, they might be even over Chicago.
You think we slow or something, bro? You think Memphis slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
Say, nigga just said you think Memphis niggas crash out the most. That nigga just crashed out right after that question.
Hold down, man. Cause Memphis like that. Hey, you in the South, bro. You know how Memphis is in the South, bro. Like, it ain't too many kids that can really juggle with Memphis kids.
They got a lot of crash dummies out there. Sorry, Memphis. They got crash dummies out there. It's a lot. Lately, look, it's Crash Dummy Central, and even Gucci made a song called Crash Dummy.
Damn, Gucci, like, that's crazy right there, bro.
Still a trash record.
Nah, ain't no crash dumb, bro. Go on this. In so many words, can be real. Pooh Shiesty is
spoon fed. Let's keep it a book.
Spoon
fed that jumped off the porch, though.
A spoon fed from the streets that really worked his position to take it to another position. I can't knock that door.
So is that real?
I can't knock that door.
He just popped a shoe salesman. Is that real? That's what they be saying.
But see, you ain't from Memphis, so you don't understand how it go, bro. Like, just cause you ain't from Memphis, though, you wouldn't even understand how it go. Even for on his level, he bigger than everybody else on the outside of the world because he really from the streets and he really from that culture.
Juicy J. Juicy J. He basically was spoon fed. He was basically put on by all them cats in 3-6 Mafia. Then he got soured. I'm going back to that. Then he had to go move out of Memphis and go back to those Pittsburgh boys, I said.
Bro, I just told you, fool, before the interview came on, bro. With Praise the Boy, them fool.
Well, that ain't gonna do nothing with that,
bro. I'm just saying, bro, like, this is behind the table type of shit.
What?
Bro, dog, I with dog to the max, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I with Juicy J, holler out for a pimp. We just had phrase what kind of on love, bro.
This man right here, let's keep it real. This
Dog,
right here,
dog,
let's keep it real.
Dog.
Let's keep it real.
All the real one we done lost. That's all the real
He
one.
tricked himself out of spot, man. Just
Trick
keep
is
it
bro.
real.
Come on, man. Look.
Let's keep
we
it
ain't been
real.
That's why he got took off on. I ain't gonna lie. He said that. That's what got him took off on. He had to trick himself out of shit.
All that tricking, bro. We don't need trick like
Penny Hardaway tried to call that man on the phone. Say, hey, pass that up. What he shut the fuck up. Hung up on him. Penny Hardaway, a Memphis legend. Tried to bring them together doing the basketball world. I thought it might have been Zebo or something. When I heard that, I said, damn, dog, it made me look at you a little different, man. Cause it's just like he could have stopped himself from dying.
Nah, bro. You don't know. You don't know why he felt like that. So of course you gonna say some shit like that. Because you don't know. Niggas always love to insert themselves in niggas' feelings. Like they don't know how niggas felt about anything. So bitch, you can't say shit about nothing. You can't put yourself in a nigga's shoes. You don't know what that nigga had going on with that man for real. There was some shit behind the scenes going on, and he said, fuck it. I'm gonna diss this nigga, cause we rap, this is what we do. I'm gonna tell, fuck it. This shit on my mind when I'm gonna fuck you, nigga. Know what I'm saying? That's how that shit went. All that tricking yourself out of stuff. No, we didn't. We didn't do none of that. That nigga did what the fuck he wanted to do. Like I said, real niggas do what the fuck they want to do, man.
Bro, come on, bro. Damn, bro. Why you ain't coming on a level like this, bro? Like, it don't even matter, bro. We from Memphis, bro. And these folks coming at me about Stingy Style about Memphis being. I am Memphis, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Texas ain't even like that. You know, they like that, but they ain't even like just like that because we been doing our thing.
Now everybody's starting to seem like, you think Memphis cats are the ones that crash the most? Now let's just keep it real. You think they the one over Atlanta? Hell, they might be even over Chicago.
You think we slow or something, bro? They think Memphis slow, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go down, man. Cause Memphis like that. Hey, you in the South, bro. You know how Memphis is in the South, bro. Like,
fuck that. Let's pull it up. Fuck that. Let's pull it up, man. Let's pull it up. Fuck it. Talking about the real, what went down. We seen what went down.
First not to come in their mind, and they don't think about it afterward.
If you know how you know, bro, like these folks been through stuff, bro. Like you ain't never been around a real Memphis kid who gonna really just tell you how the guy go, bro. You're like, nigga, we not no goddamn fools, bro. Damn, bro, like this shit, like you think we slow or something, bro? You think Memphis slow, bro? You think we slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
Go down, man. Get my money now, man. Get the fuck out of here. You can't play with me, man. Fuck this shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. Get your bitch ass out of here. I ain't mad at you, man. Your bitch ass out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go down, man. Get my money now. How the guy go, brother?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to see how the white boy got up. That nigga said, get your bitch ass out of here. What? You supposed to got your fade, man. You supposed to got your straight. You supposed to got your fade, man. You supposed to got your fade. Then you tell a nigga get the fuck on. You don't get took off. You don't get took off on it. Tell a nigga get the fuck on. Yeah, no. You get your fade, then you tell a nigga get the fuck on. Oh, fuck no. You got to see me, nigga. Let's go. Fuck it. Let's run it. That's how that supposed to go. Oh, shit. No, nigga. You got me fucked up. Let's go. No, give me my one. You got to fade me, bro. You got to fade me, bro. Where's my one, man?
bro. Like, nigga, we is not no goddamn fools, bro. Damn, bro. Like this shit, like you think we slow or something, bro? You think we slow, bro? You think we slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
You think we slow, bro?
I ain't
Look how he looked before he got stolen. I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro. You think we slow, bro? You think we slow or something, bro? You think we slow, bro? You think we slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm looking for where the goddamn can came from. I'm over here looking where that goddamn can came from, man. Where the fuck did the can come from? Where the fuck did the can come from? Y'all see that shit? Where the fuck did the can come from?
Think, bro, like you, this shit, like you think we slow or something, bro? You think we slow, bro? You think we slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
You think we slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
You think we slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Cold down, man. Get the fuck out of here. You come play with me.
He can't even say shit. Get your ass. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, that shit funny as that. He said, get your ass. Get the fuck out. Hey.
On me, man. Get your ass. Get the cold down, man. Get your ass. Get the fuck out of here. You come play with me, man. Get your ass. Fuck this shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. Get your bitch ass out of here. I ain't mad at this for a moment, man. Your bitch ass out of here. I ain't mad at shit, man. Fuck out of here. What you talking about, man? Fuck out of here. I need my third love, nigga. Bring my shit, man. Bring my motherfucking shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. I need my third love, nigga. Come play with me, man. Do stuff, bro. Like you ain't never been around real men who gonna really just tell you how the guy go, bro. You like
nigga, we not no goddamn fools, bro. Damn, bro. Like this shit, like you think we slow or something, bro? You think we slow, bro? You think we slow, bro?
I ain't gonna lie.
Cold down, man. Get my 3900,
Get the fuck out of here.
You come play with me, man.
Your ass
Fuck this shit, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Get your bitch ass out of here.
I ain't mad at this on, man.
Your bitch ass out of here.
I ain't mad at this,
Fuck
man.
out of here.
What you talking about, man?
Fuck out of here.
I need my 3900 ass nigga to bring my shit, man. Bring my motherfucking shit, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna say it's fake. Couple niggas like, man, that shit fake.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums. I'm gonna hit drums and click.
It was just one of them days.
Doing that shit our whole life, B.
Just get on niggas' ass type shit. You feel me? 3 is like, yo, bro, it's my birthday, nigga. Chill. We got our family in here, your daughter here, my mama here. Chill. 10 is on bad timing. All right. So they at this dinner, everything is cool. Like they kind of see this nigga, but they don't really know whatever. When J Prince Jr. come on, like he see the nigga, and I think they might have had some words, but now it's a little tense.
This story is dumb. So remember, we said space. That would be for it wasn't none of this shit.
Prince Jr. This is how it was explained to me. They said J Prince Jr. didn't tell us to do nothing. We're not nobody running around getting controlled by J Prince Jr. This is OG3's birthday. 10 don't even really know J Prince Jr. like that. 3 is cool with J Prince Jr. They reconciled, blah blah blah. And J Prince Jr. shows up late. Niggas didn't even know he was even gonna show up. He shows up supposedly niggas didn't even know the All-Star JR nigga was there. They didn't know the significance of him or nothing like that because the 4K Trey niggas don't really got no problem with him. Apparently, when J Prince Jr. show up, he locks eyes with the nigga or something like that. And niggas, because I don't know if they have words, but niggas can see there's tension. Now, the 4K Trey niggas is they basically just on go, nigga, we not about to just mean mug a nigga. Yo, let's go, let's get that nigga. So it's kind of like something of the sort like that.
It's Tuesday, it's Tuesday, it's you day. Number 3 is it escapes my mind. It escapes the mess out of me. So you telling me that this fool
What? 1.8 million in the bank, in the brink. What?
At this hour, the daytime heist of an armored truck. Sources telling Action News 1. At this hour, the daytime.
Somebody in the city of Philadelphia done stole $1.8 million today. And all I got to say is, I love all my family and I always did everything I could for y'all. So if any of y'all got some money, somebody in the city of Philadelphia done stole one.
Yeah, the truck, Bob. Can't fit. I can't fit it in the trunk. I thought it was going to fit, Bob.
Getaway vehicle found. Man, they ain't throw that bitch in the water nowhere. They ain't burn that bitch up or nothing. Somebody finna tell. I hope them bitches don't get caught. They supposed to got rid of that. They supposed to put that bitch in the water or burnt it up. They done found the motherfucking vehicle. So 1.8 million stolen during an armored truck heist at Philadelphia. I don't really want to pull up that shit like that because bitches be tripping sometimes. I guess it's a certain way I gotta do it. Man, hey, it's like this, like it's almost seeming like the safest lick that niggas is hitting around this bitch.
University of Phoenix has no tuition games, just fixed and affordable tuition.
It seems like this is like the safest lick to be hitting.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA.
At this hour, the daytime heist of an armored truck. Sources telling Action News $1.8 million was stolen when a pair of armed men robbed
1.8 million. Let's speed this up for home. I'm tripping.
the truck in Tacony this morning.
Has been found by police, but no sign of the suspects. Here, Action News reporter Becca Hendricks. Of the suspects. Here, Action News reporter, but no sign of the suspects. Here, Action News reporter Becca Hendricks has been found by police, but no sign. Yeah, the thieves' getaway vehicle has been found by police, but no sign of the suspect.
Caching store right over here. That's where we see those armed suspects with those long rifles, whose sources tell me robbed that truck of $1.8 million. Sources tell me the investigation. You hear and see police pulling up to the scene minutes after the heist. Investigators talk to someone on the street and then go in this store, Budget Financial Center. It was on the street outside of that check cashing store that sources say the armed men from an armored Brinks truck. 7200 block of Torresdale Avenue in the Torresdale Bus Depot.
One customer saw like them shuttling in the store, so she did park here. And I guess like, that's when they noticed like, oh, somebody's watching us, we gotta go. So then that's when we saw the car like fly by on the sidewalk.
Police found the getaway car later this morning. This blue Acura on Front and Fairmount in Northern Liberties. The armed suspects were gone.
It's scaring people away, you know. Business gonna be impact, really big impact with us.
Businesses on the block in Tacony say shaken to learn what happened so close to home. And I've been coming to this particular.
They know damn well that shit supposed to have been in the fucking water. Or been burnt the fuck up somewhere.
Workers say the crime makes them feel unsafe.
You know, they could just bend over and then give me like everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we can't do nothing but just give it to them.
You can understand that fear from some workers, especially after seeing these armed men with those long rifles. And police do say at this point those armed men are still on the loose. The FBI handling this investigation. Live here in Tacony, Becca Hendricks, Channel 6.
Them boys this hit for 2 million. 1.8. They said 4 people. That's a great lick. That's a great lick. Now wherever y'all at, get the fuck on. It don't matter where you. I don't give a fuck if you're in New York. I don't give a fuck if you ass in Georgia. Georgia somewhere right now. I don't give a fuck if you're in Florida. Get the fuck on somewhere else too. They get the fuck on. I don't know when it went down. When this shit went down this morning. No, they say the vehicle was found this morning. So the getaway vehicle was found this morning. When that shit happened yesterday.
At this hour, the daytime heist of an armored truck. Sources telling Action News $1.8 million was stolen when a pair of armed men robbed the truck in Tacony this morning.
Yeah, the thieves' getaway vehicle had
said this morning. So they found that bitch this morning. So they did this shit this morning and they got the vehicle found in the morning. That bitch fresh with evidence. That shit fresh with DNA. Y'all man ain't burn that shit or nothing. And I know y'all slipped up. They know y'all slipped up on that vehicle too. Y'all ain't put that bitch in the water or nothing. They ain't have to even fire no shots to it sound like. Yeah, they pulled that shit off, boy. They did their motherfucking thing, boy. No shots fired. They ain't had to hurt nobody. They just took the money, got away. But they fucked up with that car. I'm gonna tell you right now, they fucked up with that car. Yeah. They fucked up with that car, bro. Ain't no bullshit. They fucked up with that car. They fucked up because they gonna find something in that car, gonna link that shit to somebody, and that somebody gonna tell everything. And that's the fucked up thing about it. Whoever the fuck, everybody need to get the fuck on. They need to go get one of them little islands or some shit like that, man. Yeah.
You're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning of the internet, there's never been such a fun, fast, and intelligent.
You shout out your TikTok and you shout out your Instagram, I go put it on screen. Because you can't come in people them tone look so and you know get the attention in that thing. Thing man. She a dancer. She a dancer. You must have the game say we not say, I wanna big up on yourself and go on, the life is beautiful. You understand? When your boss never hear say him take it. Watch and say about you. Watch it, big up yourself, see him here. We still not take a name from your ear. Alright, that's your I love hear that. No joke. Jet tour man is nice, oh. Nice piece of machine, man. I like them two enough to tell you God true. Feel like me the beat one. Auntie. Rock Sony. How about what? But I see a woman, I see security at her, doesn't look like a lady. A lady lose control and drive in a building to blow out. What happened? Something must have go wrong, man. You alright? Yeah, man, massive touch what now, though. They now we town. Well, I'm the ambulance pass. I don't know what going on. You understand? Look good. I wonder what going on. Hope everybody alright in there. You know what I mean? Make sure say you're good, you see me? Yeah. So back at it again, massive. We are in Ocho, Ria, Sen, and with my brother and my sister, Jason and Gina. Massive. Today, we are going to walk through Ocho Town, show them the vibrantness of the town, the vibe, the beauty, everything, the real Jamaican culture on a different scale. Because guess what? We went downtown Kingston and them say the downtown part of Jamaica. So we're going to show them like the tourism part, the uptown part of Jamaica, the seaside town, the town which are all the tourists them found in Jamaica. So we want to go Ochi, we want to see Dunge River, we want to see Little Ochi, we want to see this, we want to see that. You know, we want to go Spanish Bridge in a walk by. And this is a town. So you're going to find people walking down there, them impy skimpy like Gina, where she out in her little piece of city. Yeah, and then you're going to see man like Jason, I see, but those are tourists, you know,
I don't even know tour that shit. I go down that bitch tonight. It won't be nothing like that tonight, but Bobby V tried.
I can't wait to get it. I wanna. Don't fuck my song up like that. I can't wait to get it.
I'm talking about Ray. Don't fuck my song up like that.
Don't fuck my song up like that.
But what if my therapist?
Oh shit! They got some food. Wait a minute. Why y'all all crowded around? You know it's my damn turn. Now I've been waiting patiently. Get the hell out of my damn way. Move! Get your ass out of my damn way. It's my turn to eat. We all know why they doing y'all ass. Oh shit! They got some food. Wait a minute. Why y'all all?
Therefore, it is always essential to think more strategically than your opponent. And the goal of this challenge is to hit this metal bar with a hammer and pop the pink balloon. But notice the difference in their tactics. The guy in the white shirt who clearly goes to the gym is using more power and strength, believing that's the most important tactic to win. But look at what this guy in the gray shirt is doing, who probably has never touched weights in his life. Rather than using all of his power, he's employing his stamina to distribute his strength evenly across each of his blows. And when the guy in the white shirt was almost winning the game, he started to slow down and stopped for a second to catch his breath. And that turned out to be a big mistake because his opponent wasn't tired at all and didn't stop hammering once. And that's why he completely humiliated him without even breaking a sweat. Therefore, it is always essential to think more strategically than your opponent. And the goal of this challenge is to hit this metal bar with a hammer and pop the pink balloon. But notice the difference in their tactics. The guy...
Search has... Anybody want this? I'm selling this bitch. I just stole it. Stolo Striker. You want this? Man? Get in. You can have it. Yeah.
How much you want? How much you selling this little Striker for?
For free.
Oh, for free.
I'm gonna end up needing to go hit with your
blow your ass up.
Because I promise you, that tough guy shit that you trying to play with me, nigga. When you trying to get tough with me, nigga, I'm not happening, nigga, at all, nigga.
Back up, cuz. Come here, cuz. What up with you, cuz? What size is that, bro?
This like a medium.
On the dead homie switch, bro. If foul play with that whole play, you know you did, brother. On run a crib, just keep it hood. This is me right here.
I'm gonna keep it hood though, but 6-0.
It's me right here. You did foul play. On crib switching me. It's only right for the game.
It's only right for the game. You didn't even do that.
Check
you
him out, though. All right, check him out. It's brand new.
6-0. See, the homies gonna try to scam you out here, cuz.
Why you grabbing it?
Wait, nigga. I gotta see
I'm finna see how it feels.
Bro, I know how this. I'm not saying you gonna take that.
Let me see it.
No, it's her, bro. You can have it, bro.
These niggas arguing over it.
Bro, I'm 6-0.
They said,
I'm the motherfucker that can't read. Bitch, I do numbers. I make money. You know my middle name, bitch. You owe money. P-Dot, grab me one. Let me see what it look like. See if this bitch want to bet this. Do what you're told, bitch. Do what you're told, bitch. I'm 40, but I look 20. And you act 10. Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. They want you off this stage. Where's your turn? Get them brothers back.
Honestly, is this that?
This is the point.
Honestly, is this that?
Will end up needing to go live with your mama, my nigga. Because I promise you, that tough guy shit that you trying to play with me, nigga. When you trying to get tough with me, nigga, I'm not having it, nigga. At all, nigga. You need to go to your mama house where you get away with that shit, nigga. Because I can feel it, nigga. I'm gonna end up taking your whole fucking chin off, nigga. I promise you, nigga. You're not gonna keep getting away with that shit with me, nigga. You probably gonna end up having to go live with your mama, my nigga. Because over here, nigga, I swear to you, nigga, I'm about this close to taking your whole fucking chin off, nigga. Don't play that tough guy shit with me, nigga. You're not no tough guy, nigga. I'm gonna end up needing to go live with your mama, my nigga. Because I promise you, that tough guy shit that you trying to play with me, nigga. When you trying to get tough with me, nigga, I'm not having it, nigga. At all, nigga. You need to go to your mama house where you get away.
Say you want to take his whole chin off. God damn, Paul, you gonna take his whole chin off? Not your son chin, man. Oh man. Take a rib from that nigga before you take his chin. You know what I'm saying? Like, like nobody no thinking. Take a rib from before you take his chin. Yeah. That's fucked up. Oh, what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Get them together, Lord, saying, but not with the chin. Not the whole chin off.
It is a hit him. Hit that boy. Stop. All right, go. No, stop. But what you see? Right. Save your life. Now, you can save your life. I'm going to be her ass. Save your life. No, she's right there. I'll make her ass. It's okay. I got you. Be good. Be good, baby girl. Be good. She did good. Look over this shit, man. You want me to say she did bad? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, what you mean? She did good. She did good. I mean, that's good. I lost it. All right, that's good. Oh, she bad. She bad.
She said, all right, then. She did bad. She said, all right, then. She did bad. Two armed men. It was only 2 niggas. Them niggas up a meal a piece, man. Them niggas up 900 bands a piece. Unless somebody was in the inside. Either way, that is a phenomenal lick. 2 people, bro. 2 people hit for 1.8. Man, I hope them boys don't go splurging nowhere. Doing no bullshit.
Come with us grocery shopping in Jamaica. Niggas don't know how to act. Oh, I'm not cooking. I'm off. We're on vacation. I'm off. Okay, we need some water. We need water. Want to see it? Water. Okay, we're going to get a few of these. 5. Want a Jamaican Capri Sun? All right, we're getting some tropical rhythm. Bigger, we don't know about the bigger them. Bully beef. You want some bully beef? Bully beef. Making shit up. Want some cheesy Zulu? Them sell banana chips. So you mean? Them are planting chips and planting.
But I'm asking y'all a question. Young, old, whatever. When was the last time any one of y'all experienced a deposit or a check that says, I'm in my damn feelings? Never happened, right? It doesn't exist. If you allow your feelings to control your physical actions, all you're doing is setting yourself up to stay broke. You see that? You know where that come from? Not being in your damn feelings. Look at that. Anybody can attain that, but your mindset and your work ethic have to be in place. When you don't do that, turn that away from you. You don't get that. You stay broke, you stay poor, and you just what? You stay in your damn feelings. That I'm just keeping it real. But I'm asking y'all a question. Young, old, whatever. When was the last time any one of y'all watch out?
If the lion is gonna eat with his bad self, it's still.
You gonna say that, Mason? Nah, you got it, gang.
Shit, it stinks. I know.
Strains. There are a lot of great ones. I mean, you got Whoppy Toppy Helicopter Glider, Turtle Hermit Lao, Disco Ninja Shuriken, Long Island Psychosis, Galactic DUI, just fabulous strains that we all know don't exist. Ha! You fell for it. Even though I don't blame you, because Crouching Tiger, Hidden Alien, and Gooey Grape Gorilla Glue 4 are real strains that I didn't make up and are just as, if not more ridiculous than Galactic DUI. But did you know there are multiple strains that our forefathers adored? Strains that back in the day were considered the literal holy grail of Zaza, worth their weight in gold, but sadly don't exist anymore. Which, ironically, Acapulco Gold is probably the most famous and sad cases of this phenomenon. Why? Well, let me tell you about it for the sake of science and education. See, back in the 1960s, when most people were smoking mystery backyard oregano, Acapulco Gold showed up looking like it came from heaven's greenhouse. It wasn't just strong, it was beautiful. Golden orange buds covered in resin, smelling like honey and spice. It looked expensive before you even lit it. The fade was what really sealed the deal. Clean, euphoric, and energizing. It didn't melt you into the couch, it made you feel alive. Artists, hippies, musicians, everyone loved it because it fueled creativity instead of killing it. You could write poetry, play guitar, or question capitalism all in one sitting. And then there was the mystique. You couldn't just go buy Acapulco Gold anywhere. It came from a small coastal region in Guerrero, Mexico, son. So when it did show up in the States, it was like treasure. Plugs bragged about having it, magazines wrote about it, even pop culture icons name dropped it. Basically, Acapulco Gold was the first celebrity strain. It represented everything people imagined good grass could be. Exotic, natural, and untouchably elite. So what happened to it? In short, the DEA happened. By the late 1970s, the US government decided Mexico was exporting a little too much happiness and launched a series of eradication campaigns. The most infamous was Operation Condor, basically translated to Let's Napalm Paradise. Entire fields of Acapulco Gold were burned, sprayed, or bulldozed out of existence. Local farmers who'd spent generations perfecting those golden genetics either fled or switched to faster-growing high-yield hybrids to survive. Within a few years, the original line, the real sun-curd, honey-scented Acapulco Golds, was gone. What's left today are hybrids borrowing the name for nostalgia points. Yo, see, I know how much you love the za. Well, I think you love it more. So I mean us, the last remaining Acapulco Gold. Bruh, there's no way. It doesn't exist anymore. It was all burned by Reagan and the boys. Nah, man. My plug Dave told me his grandpa was actually a part of Operation Condor, and he said that just before they napalmed everything, he took a few seeds, and well, he's been growing it in his basement ever since. Of course, he did charge a premium, but I mean, who wouldn't? I hate to break it to you, but the only thing growing in Dave's house is his appetite for crack cocaine. Man, whether Dave is a crackhead or not, it don't change the fact I got this. Bruh, that ain't Acapulco Gold. That's Acapulco mold, son. Which, getting finessed by the plug ain't nothing new. I think most of us have been there, but thankfully these days, there are great, reliable, nationwide legal alternatives like today's sponsor, Everything 420. No more last-minute drives across town or dealing with shops closing early. E420 is one of the biggest online Zaza shops out there, delivering everything you need fast, affordable, and completely discreet. Whether you're looking for the everyday essentials to keep your sessions going, or you just want to stock up ahead of time, they've got you covered. But what makes them really stand out are their mystery boxes. These boxes are loaded with gear and goodies you'd probably pick up anyway, but with the added fun of surprise. It's like giving yourself a little mini Christmas, or better yet, a Halloween trick or treat every time one shows up at your door. The best part? The mystery boxes give you way more bang for your buck compared to buying everything separately. And they even have a whole section where everything costs, you guessed it, $4.20. So if you're ready for a one-stop shop for all your grassy needs, check the pinned comment for their link, or download the trick or treat every time one shows up at your door. The best years, these, or you just want to stock up ahead of time, whether you want every Acapulco mold, son. Which, getting finessed by the plug ain't nothing new. I think most of us have been there, but thankfully these days, there are great, reliable, nationwide legal alternatives like today's sponsor, Everything 420. No more last-minute drives across town or dealing with shops closing early. E420 is one of the biggest online Zaza shops out there, delivering every fun of surprise. It's like giving yourself a little mini Christmas, or better yet, a Halloween trick or treat every time one shows up at your door. The best part? The mystery boxes give you way more bang for your buck compared to buying everything separately. And they even have a whole section where everything costs, you guessed it, $4.20. So if you're ready for a one-stop shop for all your grassy needs, check the pinned comment for their link, or download the E420 app and enjoy an Zaza. The government was also alleged right on your phone. While the DEA were out in Mexico burning that
How? For what?
People watching you right now, bro. I'm cool. You guys, no, it's not even them. It's me. It's not. I'm just figure out what the heck is going on. Yeah, I'm telling him, right? I'm like, bro, how you doing? Good. I don't do pounds. I'm talking to him.
Bro, I just be early. Tomorrow, when we go back to war, I'm just telling you, I told y'all so, because a ceasefire was never even trying to be achieved. In reality, we were just trying to
What's going on? What's going on? No, it wasn't no payment where I was at. It's just now getting a payment right here. It was no payment, bro. I'm walking from Philly to Cali. I'm on a peace walk, bro. I got you. It was when you back there. Yeah, it was the guy. I'm arguing with him like, bro, it's no pay. Bro, it's my neighborhood. It's my neighborhood. I said, bro, I got 300 people watching me right now, bro. I'm cool with you guys. No, it's not even them. It's me. It's not them. You need to figure out what the heck is going on. Yeah. I'm telling them, right? I'm like, bro, how you doing? Good? I don't do pounds. I'm talking to him. I'll be wrong. I just be early. So tomorrow will be before. I'm just telling you.
Physically, in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry another single tear. In the back of my mind, they think that I'm going to say you died. So I say I killed her. So it's not like the thought of her gone by itself. It's something that she did, something that I decided to do. And I killed her. Inside the trunk of sick David. So much please.
Another milestone, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 500 miles.
Hey man, that's what's up. That boy crazy as hell. I done did some walking of my goddamn days, boy. But what? I've never in a million years walked from Florida to California. Now, granted, you gotta go up Florida and go, man. You gotta do a whole bunch of other shit to get to Cali. That nigga walking from Philly to California. Man, this nigga walking from Philadelphia to California, man. This nigga done made it in Columbus, Ohio. He in Ohio from motherfucking Philly right now, bro. That nigga's in Ohio. Tap it up for that nigga, man. Hey, shit. He a quarter of the way there, ain't it? He a quarter of the way there, man. He a third, what that is, about a third? He a quarter of the way there, man. Columbus, Ohio, that boy fired off, man. 500 miles. Man, listen, man. You know how fucking far it is? Listen, man. How many miles is it from Philadelphia to California?
The distance from Philadelphia to California is approximately 2,835 miles via I-40 West. Driving this route typically takes about 1 day and 18 hours.
How long would it take to walk that? Continuous walking, 42 days. It's gonna take that boy a bit of 100 days because he ain't finna be walking continuously. That boy definitely got to take some breaks. That's crazy. He must got a mean plug in California, man. Plug probably told that man, look, you want to get put on for real, bro? Just walk over here, bro. Just get here. I don't care how you get here, bro. Maybe you think told him, man, you gotta walk. You want to get put on? Listen, man, you want a free 100 pounds? Walk from where you at to where I'm at. What? Nigga said, you know what? How long this shit gonna take me? Fuck. I don't even know. Hey, that's a month and a half of continuous walking. You know how much money you gonna need on that trip? Just walking. Well, I guess you don't really need shit. You gonna need something like Buddy got. You gonna need you a bunch of fluids, so you're not gonna be dehydrated out there.
At Pure Natural Zaza, the government was also allegedly cooking up an abomination in a lab. That strain was called G13. According to legend, sometime in the 1970s, the US government, maybe the CIA, maybe the FBI, maybe just a group of very bored scientists, decided to make the perfect za. The story goes that they gathered the best genetics from all around the world, Afghani indicas, Thai sativas, Colombian gulls, and started crossbreeding them in a top secret lab at the University of Mississippi, which, fun fact, really was the only place allowed to grow for research. Out of those experiments came one plant that supposedly outsmoked the rest. Government Indica 13, or G13 for short. It was rumored to be so strong that even agents testing it couldn't handle it. The high was heavy, the THC was off the charts, and the legend says one rogue scientist smuggled the cutting out of the lab and released it to the public, basically doing God's work. Now, officially, the government says none of this ever happened, which of course makes it sound way more real. Whether it was a lab-grown super strain or just a really good story, G13 became a myth that outlasted most of the people who smoked it. If it was true, the original clone is long gone, lost to time and bad breeding, but its name still shows up on dispensary menus. The only difference, the one in your local shop probably wasn't made by the CIA.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout?
Seems like the government really enjoyed destroying Zaza, but there was one strain that didn't need any help. It destroyed itself, a self-inflicted extinction born from pure success. That strain was called Roadkill Skunk, a name that was apparently not an exaggeration because people said it really did smell like actual roadkill. We're talking next level stench, the kind of smell that could end relationships, clear a room, or make your mailman file a complaint. But behind that horrifying aroma was one of the most powerful and unique strains of its time, heavy.
Who the fuck would want to smoke some shit like that? Man, some shit called Roadkill Skunk, and it stunk like that. What? Who the fuck? Nigga don't want no shit that smell like that. Nigga want some shit that smells attractive. Nigga want some shit that's aromatic. Like, nigga want some
heavy, sticky, knockout grass that could flatten even better in tokers. Old school growers swore by it, saying you could smell it before you could see it, like the world's most illegal air freshener. Then legalization started creeping in, neighbors got sensitive, and dispensaries wanted approachable terps. You know, fruity, sweet, smells like a smoothie type za. Nobody wanted their living room to reek like a biology project gone wrong, so growers started crossing and breeding the smell out of it, toning it down, making it civilized, and somewhere along the way, they erased the original. No DEA raid, no government lab, just society deciding that weed was too loud, bro. Now, anything labeled skunk is basically a domesticated descendant. Polite, perfumed, deodorized, the real roadkill skunk is gone, a victim of its own success. Proof that sometimes being unforgettable means you don't get invited back. But there's one more strain that went extinct, not because the DEA torched it, not because it smelled like roadkill, but because it was just too damn high maintenance. The diva of weed, always craving attention, affection, and 5 months of your undivided love. And eventually, growers did what any exhausted partner would do. They moved on to the neighborhood hoe. That strain was Nivelles Haze. Created in the late 80s by legendary breeder Nivelle Schoenmakers, this was its equivalent of a genius artist. Brilliant, beautiful, and completely insufferable. The high was electric, euphoric, borderline psychedelic. Smokers said it could launch you straight into the astral plane, but to get there, growers had to wait 16 to 20 weeks for it to flower, double the time of normal strains. At first, that patience paid off. It became one of the most respected sativas ever bred, but as the industry got faster and greedier, Nivelles Haze couldn't keep up. Why nurture a moody genius when you can grow 2 rounds of easy hybrids that print cash? By the 2000s, the real cut was basically gone, replaced by quicker, simpler haze strains that lacked the magic but gained the efficiency. Nivelles Haze didn't die in a blaze of DEA napalm, it just got ghosted. Proof that in the ZA worlds, even legends can get left on red. Before I go though, make sure you join our official Discord, Cool Kids HQ. Okay, bye-bye. Now join that, please.
So peace to all them strands, man. I know a couple strands like Sour Diesel, Master Kush, Train Rip. These are some of the classics that will never be forgotten, but will never be found again. Never be duplicated. No. No. This is bad. No, cut it out. 50 Cent gonna buy Finesse
We
out
have
of
got to the
Montage.
point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app build.
And man, let me out the contract, bro. What we gotta do? What I gotta do? Where I gotta meet you? The whole world hear me asking you, bro. What we gotta do? I can't. I just talked to Baby J. I still ain't talked to you. I did beating with you. I ain't do beating with Baby J. I did beating with you. And you telling me I ain't trying to pull up. Who? Who ain't trying to pull up? Trump, pull over.
You said, who ain't trying to pull? Who ain't trying to pull up? You gotta tell the niggas I ain't trying to pull up. Who?
When a rapper faces a difficult contract in the music industry, their only option is to earn substantial money and buy themselves out. However, navigating this situation becomes increasingly challenging due to the millions involved and the financial limitations of most of these rappers. But Finesse 2Times knew his only chance was to ask other rich rappers to help buy him out of this contract with J. Prince Jr. mob ties. Check this out. Rick Ross, 50 Cent, Brock Lesnar, Paul Gasol, Eminem, Magic Johnson, Spike Lee, Jay-Z, Petty Pablo. Somebody help me get out the deal with this goofy. Fortunately for Finesse 2Times, 50 Cent responded to his request. Check this out from 50. I have got a great idea at Finesse 2Times. I'm planning to get you a role in my upcoming show so you can make so much money to buy yourself out of that deal. I've been watching Finesse closely, and dude gonna kill any character on any movie. Finesse 2Times seeing what 50 responded with, he immediately said this on his page. At 50 Cent, check your DM. Let's get down to it, OG. I'm already fed up being associated with this goofy. All I want is my freedom. Finesse 2Times sparked social media speculation that Finesse is clearly frustrated and wants out of his deal. However, surprisingly, out of all the names Finesse mentioned and sought help with, only 50 Cent responded. 50 Cent's response also sparked speculation that he might finally fulfill his promise to Finesse from his deal with J. Prince Jr. He plans to do it right by giving Finesse a role in his upcoming TV show so Finesse 2Times can earn money independently without owing anyone. We don't know how J. Prince Jr. will react to this news, but he might not be happy given Finesse's recent disrespect. Ultimately, business is business, and if Mob Ties accepts the $1 million offer, they'll likely let Finesse 2Times go. Check out some of this clips from Finesse 2Times roasting J. Prince Jr. Mob Ties.
So when you sign to a record label, you're supposed to have your own lawyer. I didn't know that. So when it was time for me to sign my official Mob Ties paperwork, not on the jet, not that y'all saying he signed.
If you don't know that story, he used their lawyer. Conflict of interest. But shit, ain't nobody teaching the game. Well, you gotta educate yourself on shit. You gotta be self-taught. Nobody gonna help you learn shit. Boy, you don't know it. Nigga gonna treat you like you sweet. You a duck. You know what I'm saying? You just food out there. You green. You don't know shit. Jim Carrey wouldn't do such a thing. I don't know about Chris Rock, but I know Jim Carrey would not do such a thing. Zoom. Fuck. Was it bad? Nope.
Friday is company karaoke. 9 years pop theme. Monroe, I'm something of a karaoke.
Excuse me, can I get $1? Okay, appreciate you. She ain't shit. Or something. They get kind of excited. I be telling them like,
Whenever the video gets 3,000 likes, the next day I have to post. That is the deal.
my goodness, all this extra shit. How you doing? Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you grab me like a bag of chips out here, or something to eat for? You got me? Huh? I should have kept the clips of all the motherfuckers that got me something. I need somebody that's gonna do something extra. Bro, it's like 40 degrees or some shit. My feet cold. Y'all just better like this. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even go that far. But today, excuse me, can I get $1? Okay, appreciate you. She ain't shit. That's the go-to line. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Can I ask you one thing? Damn, you got me together. Just one thing. Can I help you pump your gas? And you give me like $5?
I'm okay.
Huh?
I'm okay.
I'm just saying, like, I can eat the food, but it's just gonna be back to square one. So if I at least.
You should say thank you.
Oh no, I'm definitely appreciative. I'm just saying, like, to have like finances. Can I do it for free then? Just for the like gratitude. You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? All I really be looking for is a conversation.
I'm okay.
You sure? It's just like, I like kind of like meeting people because I don't know, I used to be there before. I had lost my job and shit like this, so it's just my way of saying thank you. Damn, she closed it. Oh, nigga. Appreciate it. She is not f***ing with the kid. What kind of gas? Oh, damn, I ain't did this in a while. You from here?
Yeah.
You like it? I kind of migrated from Cali. That's some unexpected shit. Somebody gave me a ride and it's kind of played out that way. You know?
Come inside your Circle K day. Try our private brand snack.
Oh, damn.
We guarantee you.
Yeah, I got a ride.
Only at Circle K.
Huh? It was pretty cool. I thought it was gonna actually be warmer because it's like the desert and shit, but that's pretty much what it's been on. Damn, what the f is y'all gallons out here? $3.99? Huh? I had one. I used to be an accountant, and then I had like a bad gambling problem. So it was like, basically I kind of risked it all one night, and then that factored into bills, and then the bills factored into other bills. It's like a trickle down effect. But I definitely appreciate the meal. I'm definitely appreciative for sure. You say you from out this way? Like you was born out here? Where you from? Who? I ain't even trying to lean in. That's what's up. Can I be like completely honest though? I really was just trying to like kind of do a like a test of a video. So I was like kind of recording you.
Come inside your Circle K today.
So you ain't gotta be flinching and shit. But it was like I was doing like a public, like a social experiment, like people. And so I kind of asked a couple people just to like change and things of that nature, just see what people would do. And like I'm dead ass. You can get out. I'm gonna show you where the camera is and shit like that. But it's a just like a video to show. Why you looking at my feet? I had to go to above and beyond for this shit for sure. But the camera back there. You kind of can way better and shit. Wave your hand or some shit so she can see you. Wave your hand, nigga. Well, basically he recorded you, and I was just trying to like kind of see what type of real generous people was out here. Excuse me. But I'm really just kind of like about to donate the proceeds of this video to like a homeless person really in need, and just kind of like shine light on that. But I would like at least try to shout you out because I actually got a great following, some real people. They probably want to see who you is, even though you're real, reserved, and hesitant and shit like that. I at least want to show you, just so they can like follow you and shit like that. So at least step out the car. I don't know what the fuck. Man, you're taller than what I thought. Hold on, you damn near mine. How tall is
I'm not your height. I'm taller than you.
No, them are lifted.
I'm 5'10".
I'm 6 foot.
You're lying.
Them is the extendos.
These are regular shoes.
Nah,
Even out there, my still be 5'10".
take your shoe off. You gonna drop down where I'm at? You gonna go under me?
Right here.
Where I'm at? Drop your foot. Drop down. I'm taller than you. I'm looking on top of your head right now.
You're like, you looking on top of my head over my
Nah. But this is really like a kind of like touch you out. What's your Instagram?
Canada Brat.
Canada Goose? Get some help.
Canada Brat.
Canada Brat? Canada Brat?
Canada Brat.
Canada. No, real shit. You gotta spell it then.
Kenna.
K-E. Bro, my feet cold as hell. Kennathe. Brat. Canada the Brat. Y'all go follow her. She's every bit of 5'10". I'm 6 foot. Don't get it twisted. She has. When the last time you been to the doctor?
A few months ago.
Yeah, a few months. You grew. Real shit. I'm telling you, I'm taller than you. You tall, but I'm like the female forces. I'm like right here when I put regular shoes on.
When you put shoes on.
I go up right here. So if you take your shoes off, we really the same thing. Real shit. But y'all go follow her on the gram. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shut the fuck up. Listen, thigh shake or something. They get kind of excited. I be telling them like I got.
Okay.
I was kind of looking to find somebody that was gonna fuck up so I can kind of like talk shit, but I can't really talk shit to a person that's pretty nice. You brought in some grapes. This is like a fancy, and where I'm from, this is like 5-star meal. You got a nigga crackers, grapes, and cheese. Awesome chips. Awesome shit. You really a solid ass person for real.
Is this the only tuning shop on this island? Out of this small engine, it makes 315 horsepower. You'll have a lot of fun.
Psycho.
The moment I saw Relay and what it was capable of is the moment that I knew it was something good.
It's really helped reduce stress.
Okay, now I'm done.
I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners on, they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day.